Okay, so Corey, before we begin, do I have your consent to record this video?
Yeah.
Okay, beautiful. The what we're gonna do today is the following agenda. I'm gonna introduce the app to you. We're gonna ask any initial questions. I'll give you a series of tasks. We'll test the app. We'll give closing thoughts, and that's about it. Um, the project is called Iteach. Iteach is a platform designed to connect teachers and students for online classes. The final version of Iteach will have both a student and teacher view, but for today we'll just be viewing two versions of the teacher view. So there will be student and teacher on the final, but for today we have two different versions of just the teacher interface. That make sense?
Yep.
Okay. And yeah, I'm going to give you a series of things to do on each one of them now, okay?
Yeah. Does
This is,
Apple know you're using Iteach as the name?
yeah. It's kind of funny. Kind of funny. Okay, so we're on prototype 1 now. Oh, and before we begin, Corey, this is in for like fitness people.
Yep.
I'm designing it ideally for them. And before we go any further, Corey is a professional in fitness. Corey trains people and has been training for a very long time. So that makes him a good candidate to test the app out. So Corey's gonna see this, and Corey, if you anything you think would be helpful from a fitness trainer perspective, feel free to say whenever your opinions are, okay?
Yep.
Okay, great. So test number 1, can you get to the teacher view? I think you've already got to the teacher view. You understand how that works?
Yeah.
Okay, good. Okay. Go to the teacher profile, save, and then get back to the teacher view. Okay, so here's something I need to say. All of the input stuff is gonna be, you can't put anything in, but
Okay.
the save button and the home button will work.
Okay.
Okay, so I just need to see if you can do that. Great. Can you
Yeah.
zoom in on that screen?
Yeah. It's gonna do that every time.
Okay, gotcha. Okay. Okay, so getting to the teacher view is no problem, and you were able to create and save a student teacher profile, correct?
Yep.
Okay, great.
I think so. I mean,
Can
it's
you
set
go
safe.
back? Yeah, can you go back to the profile, the teacher profile? Is there anything here that you would want your student to know about you that isn't currently there? Do you have any questions about this in particular? Anything that you're seeing?
Contact info. You
Contact
definitely need
info.
best way to reach somebody.
Yeah. Contact info for sure. Absolutely, great point. That's it seems obvious, but I didn't figure it.
Or even like some kind of like all
Right.
these things. I always feel like I want like a question box. You know what I mean? Just like anonymous questions or little questions, because sometimes
Yeah.
I don't want to like just
Right.
email a guy and be like, should I really eat like 300 more calories today? You know, it's like some small thing. Like I don't want to bother somebody or like,
Sure.
should my palms be up or down? And then you email a guy and he's not going to like respond because it's gets so many emails.
Sure. Sure.
But
Yeah.
like if you have that and you're running classes, I feel like next class you can be like, hey guys, I have a few questions from the last class, just to like go over this stuff. And
Yeah. Okay. So messaging and quick questions.
yeah, something where it's not like you don't have to like directly interact with them now, just something you can put out there where like you can get to it and like incorporate it in your next class or whenever you interact.
Great. Okay. Great. Yeah.
If it's class based, that I feel like that's kind of
Yeah.
important
Yeah. Yeah. It is class based.
because you interact with many people at once instead of one on one.
Yeah. Yeah. Anything else?
Not really.
Okay. But so you were able to figure out save and get back home. That's
Yeah.
okay. Great. Save and then home. We'll go back to the teacher view. Okay. So the next thing I want you to do is, can you create an online class, save it, and then get back to this teacher view here?
Yeah. Duration, number of students, blah, blah, blah. I'm
Great.
guessing all these work the same way
The task will
as
be
far as the
different.
saving.
Those two are the easiest. But yeah, can you go back to create again one more time?
Yeah.
Is there anything here that you would want? So let's say you're creating an online class. Is there anything here that else that you would want someone to know about?
Is number of students synonymous with participants?
Um.
Like if I saw that like Hussein was in the class, I'd be like, yeah, I want to be in that class today too.
Oh. Oh, so you would want to know who's in the class so you can come and hang out with your. Okay, yeah,
Yeah,
that's.
also, if like I have a bunch of people be like, oh, I have mostly older people here today, like maybe I'll like kind of tone it back and do more like corrective instead of like heavy cardio type stuff.
Okay,
Just
so
like
you
the
want maybe
number, like
you
who
want maybe some
specifically.
filters on who can actually join the class.
Yes.
Okay.
Instead of just the number, know who and like,
Okay. Yeah. Okay. Demographics on that would be pretty
yeah. Yeah,
helpful.
that'd be
Yeah.
great.
Okay. Yeah.
Class names, that's what you're doing, date, time. Yeah, I think you got everything.
Solid. Okay. Can you save and go home and back to the teacher view?
Um, the only other thing I could think is like if you needed equipment, like well, it'd be in the class description.
Uh,
That's the class description. So you already have that.
okay. Okay. Well, no, I mean, like requirements could be a whole other.
Yeah, you fit that in the
Other thing.
description though,
Yeah.
you know?
Requirements. Yeah, for sure. For
Okay,
sure.
so we
For
go
sure.
save and back or just back. Teacher.
Yeah. Beautiful. Okay. Corey, can you start an online video class, end it, and then return to the teacher view?
Is it in classes or create? Right here.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, great. So you've made it to the video class. Now just end that. Get back to the teacher view.
Okay. Um,
Great. So that experience there. Not so hard.
no, I think create should be begin because classes are where you kind of create it, right?
So where you created the class was create,
Okay.
and
Create.
classes
Okay.
is where you would
Okay.
start the class. Does that
I
make
got
sense?
you. Yeah.
Is there something you thought could be improved there?
Um, I like classes for the student view. As far as create and classes for the teacher view, I feel like mentally I never know which one I'm gonna
Okay.
have to click
Okay.
on.
Gotcha. Is it the two C's you think?
Um, you're creating a class, you know what I mean? So it's kind of like
Okay. 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 I see what you mean.
I don't know why that's just confusing to me. You know what I mean? I feel like I'm just always gonna click on one and see what's in it instead of
Gotcha.
knowing.
Gotcha.
It'd
Gotcha.
be like my courses or something, or like you know what I mean?
Yes.
Or like new and like classes.
Yes. 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 No, that's good feedback. Thank you.
But I don't have the I don't know how to fix that right now in my
Okay.
own head.
So besides that, the name, do you think how was the actual the experience of that was pretty okay?
Yeah.
Okay, great. So the next thing I'm gonna have you do is let's have you cancel a class for the day. Do you think you can figure out how to cancel a class for the day?
Yeah. So I think what I was talking about was see create
Yeah, go for it.
and start. Create has this. All right. So that's like really programming, creating the program. Yeah.
Yeah.
I think that was more of a personal thing than an
Okay.
actual.
Okay. Interesting.
This is
So,
like programs. Okay.
so canceling the
Class one, I'm gonna do this, right? Are you sure you want to cancel the class for the day? Yes, cancel for today.
boom. Good job. Can you end the class permanently now?
Yep.
Wonderful. Nice job, Corey.
I mean, it's pretty intuitive. It doesn't have any buttons that are out of the way. You know
Nice
what I mean?
job, Corey. Nice job. Okay. So what we're doing next is on the student view, there's going to be some kind of timeline. And just like a Facebook ad, you can pay for to get your content or your class boosted, right?
Okay.
What we're going to do is create a boost for a new class. Can you create a boost for a new class?
So these are mostly like ads.
Yes. Okay, so we're
Oh,
gonna boost
oh,
class
oh,
two.
we're gonna have a sale. We're gonna budget.
Okay,
We're
so
gonna
is there
save it.
anything? So can you go back to creating a new boost? That was great.
Yeah,
You did it. You created the boost. Fantastic.
you boost.
Yeah, create a
I
boost.
like that you can click all the classes. That was kind of
Yeah,
cool.
you like that?
Yeah,
So here you see the categories for a boost, right? And so like keywords would be, whatever students' keywords they put in.
I think you need like a fad, or like a like election day, like you've been standing at the ballot box, your back's sore. Like we're gonna have a special workout today. So that's
Sure,
like a boost type thing. It's like
sure,
current events is what you need, something
sure,
like that,
sure.
like a
Um,
fad or something.
that's interesting.
A lot of
Yeah,
people do that. Like TRX was cool for like a month. Like no one does that anymore. You know what I mean?
you need something that's telling you what's the latest fad in fitness, so you can keep up with it. You're right.
Yeah,
Like,
something like
yeah,
discover something new. You know what I mean? Like for people who like haven't done it. I want to discover something new. Maybe someone's doing yoga, like just different classes you haven't tried,
Yeah, yeah, for
and
sure.
that'll get people like going in, even though it's not like a special sale or anything. It's just like I want to be more fit. Try something new.
No, for sure. Overall experience wise, that felt pretty intuitive. That felt pretty.
It feels like it's Zoom for dummies. Like if you don't like using Zoom, it kind of
Well, here's the
really
thing.
streamlines it for people who aren't tech savvy.
That's the nicest thing you could have said about the app, because that's exactly what it is. These fitness folks aren't the most tech savvy. They don't like to sit down. You know what I mean? They don't want to figure out all this bullshit. That's what this is for. Uh,
Exactly. And the problem I have with the NASM app is it's like this, right? It's like
yeah,
classes create boost, but instead it's exercises, like workout, and then like something else. And I can't just go into workout and then like create an exercise. I have to go into exercise,
right,
create the
right,
exercise, then I can add it to my like workout, then I can add it to my like actual routine, my like monthly, you know what I mean?
right,
So it's like workout would be a single day, and then it'd be exercise would be a single exercise.
right,
So like I wanted to just add 5 minutes of cardio onto like a workout for Hussein. I had to go in and I had to add like biking, running, you know what I mean? His 5 types of cardio, and put like 1 minute each to make it say 5 minutes of cardio, and have him have the selection to add it to that, to then add that to every single one of his workouts. It was like every single one I had to add it. It was a huge process. It was like 8 steps.
right.
When I wanted to just go on Boost and say, every day, 5 minutes cardio.
Yeah.
So yeah, I think I do like that. I won't have to like, go back and forth between all of these every time I want to edit the class or something. It's all in one section.
Yeah. So I
But
got
that's
one
my
more.
biggest problem with the NASM app, and also
You
their
like
search function
you
sucks.
say that this is better, or this is more simple. This
I
is
think this can completely avoid the hangups of the NASM app. That like
perfect.
it gets like a 50% on the reviews for NASM. Like the
Yeah,
exercises are great in it, but the like using it is really clunky. It's really slow. I'd rather just handwrite something and just
which
give it
is
to you.
the death of people that are like, man, people don't go work in gyms to like sit down all day.
No, and what you have is you don't have a lot of energy. You don't have a lot of time. Your time is the biggest thing. It's not like you can work
Right,
harder as a trainer. You just have
right,
so much time to fit in the people once you get
right,
them.
right. Exactly.
So like I just felt like it increased the time it took for me to like write programs by a
Yes,
lot. It
yeah,
made it easier for him to look at them, but not much easier than if I just emailed it to him and he looked at it out of his email.
yes. I agree. So the last thing we're gonna do for this prototype, then we're gonna take a look at the second one, is can you view the demographics of an existing boost?
Yes. Oh, we're in class 6. We haven't been here yet.
Perfect. Perfect.
That's cool.
This interface here. What do you think of this interface?
I think this is easy because a lot of coaches don't want to like go out and make ads on Facebook or Instagram because it's really flooded. It's a lot of money. It's like a
Yes.
big
Yeah.
process, and it's like a learning curve. And it's like I didn't want to learn advertising. I would have went to school for that. This
Yes.
is like just click the buttons. You want to put an ad on the thing, pop it up.
Yes.
I like this a lot. I
Awesome.
think this is like actually probably the strongest part of your this will be like the thing that attracts people to it.
You think I think I agree. When I thought of this, I thought this is the way because you know what people want to advertise for their teaching, but they use Instagram. That was like, oh shit, now I have to mold myself to Instagram.
Yeah, and Instagram like sucks, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
It's like
yeah,
people
yeah.
photoshopping and shit, you know what I mean? It's like I don't want to keep up with people just like I just want to show an ad where people are actually looking for what I'm selling.
Right, right,
Whereas
right.
people are on Instagram because they're like bored. They don't want to work out.
It's entertainment. It's not
Yeah,
searching for knowledge.
it's like 5 minutes relaxing. It's not really.
Sure,
I mean, we use it for that because we're entertained by fitness, but that's
sure,
why.
sure. So this is the end of the first prototype. Do
Okay.
you have any closing thoughts on this first prototype here?
No.
Great.
Let's cancel that. Oh, I'm surprised that save button worked, to be honest.
You know, so I will say while the app is, you know, it's pretty bare bones right now, it is a fully functioning full circle.
The
You know,
best of everything is bare bones. That's the problem is they try and
yeah,
put too much into these apps lately. Like Craigslist was the
yes,
best
I
because it was
agree.
literally a blank list.
I
You know,
agree. I agree.
like I don't even like using Amazon anymore. It's got too much stuff on it. It's just got so many fake reviews and like other products that are similar. If I don't know what I'm already looking for, I don't go on Amazon looking for something.
I'm about to send you prototype two, and we're going to be doing. There's slightly different tasks in prototype two than there is in prototype one. Okay, that's in your chat box there.
Yeah, I get it. Gotta wait for this to go across here. There we go.
Awesome.
Hey.
Okay, so while this function does not work necessarily, do you understand how you would get to the student view if you had to change the screen?
No, I clicked the wrong button.
Okay, yeah. So this this I messed up on already. Can you go back?
Um, I
That's okay.
I could
That
probably create a class, save it, and then it'll go back, right?
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah,
Okay.
yeah. So that interface there, that'll
I,
just pop up
yeah.
and that'll stay like that. And that arrow doesn't work. But let's say I had
These work. Yeah. I don't know
yeah,
what
these
these are.
work. But if you click on that. Yeah, there you go. It'll stay like this, and that's basically a drop down menu.
Okay.
So it would just bring you to here, give you those three options. Um, would you know how to get to the student view if I said, Corey, can you get to the student view?
No. Is it live class?
Okay, no. Okay, so this is go back a sec. Basically, it would have been if you click the arrow. The screen doesn't work, but
Oh, well, if that was a drop down that I could select, then yeah,
if that
I
was a
can see
drop
that.
down, would you think that would that have been the first thing you thought of?
Yeah.
Okay, all right. That's okay. Just checking on that. Okay, so Corey, can you update your teacher profile, save it, realize that you made a mistake, and go back to the teacher profile and save it again? So
Yeah.
here's
Hit
your
save.
yeah. Now you realize you made a mistake,
Oh,
and
I
you
goofed that
go
up.
and fix it.
Instead of blurb, I wanted slurb. All right, fixed.
Okay, so I think okay. Here's another thing. Can you go back to save it again? Save your teacher profile again. Okay, do you see how there's an up air, there's like a house and then there's a back?
Yep.
Okay. So the back will take you back one screen and the house will take you back home.
Okay.
That wasn't obvious, was it?
Um, it was kind of. I just didn't feel like I really needed to do the other one at the time.
Okay.
You
Okay.
know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's like if I make a mistake, I'm probably just gonna go click this button again anyways. It's one click.
Okay. 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 Gotcha. So you wouldn't really even feel the need to push the back there.
No, because I click this and it's like, oh, profile,
Okay.
save
Gotcha. Gotcha.
profile.
Gotcha. Okay. Pretty easy one. Create an online class, save it, and then return to the teacher view.
Okay. You want me to save it and then return to the
Yes.
teacher view? This
And you,
one?
yeah, you're right there. Perfect. So how was that experience there? How do you like that layout versus the other one? Or is it not even different enough to tell?
Um, I don't really care for the teacher view to be honest. This like main screen here, where you select teacher and student every time.
Okay. All right. Yeah, 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 yeah.
I
So
feel like
the,
if I'm a teacher, I'm not going to be a student in the class at the same time, so I don't really need to.
okay, so this view you don't like as much as the first. You like the first one better?
Um, I don't like that first screen. Like if you start on this screen,
Yeah.
like at that, I think it'd be very similar to the other one.
Okay, just start on this screen. Don't have the three little drop down stuff.
Yeah.
Okay, that's good to know. Very good to know. Okay, so creating a class. Can you go back to? Can you create a class again? How do you like this layout compared to the other one, or is it even too different? Is it not different enough?
I do like it better with the left and then the blurb here on the right because that blurb
Okay,
is like what we were talking about before, where it's like requirements, equipment, what you can expect,
gotcha, gotcha.
what you're aiming for in the class is more like prominent here, and you have a little picture on the left with the little
So you would
details.
want to give more details about what you're doing.
I feel like if I was a student, I looked at this, I'd be more likely to like actually read the information here in the
Gotcha.
blurb and like be
Yeah,
interested in the class. Like this is the class, this is like the information.
gotcha, gotcha. Okay, great. Let's go to the next test. Unless you have anything else to say there.
Nope.
Okay.
I got to
Um,
this silly thing here.
can you create? I'm sorry, no, you said that one. Can you start an online class? Start your live class. Yeah.
Oh, we're gonna go 3. It's got the arrow on it, right? Start, cancel, end. I like the are you sure you want to start class?
Okay.
I do like that.
Can you end it and get back to the teacher view? Great. Can you cancel a class for the day? Great. Can you go to end a class permanently, realize you don't want to end the class permanently, and go back a screen?
Kind of like that.
Yeah, perfect.
Okay.
Perfect.
No.
Yeah, so there's two ways to get back there. I give you two ways to abort there.
Yeah, you're
You
not
know
getting in
what I
trouble.
mean? Um, perfect. Perfect,
What
perfect.
was I gonna say? There's something with the so you have live class, right?
Yeah.
Do you have like archive or like saved classes? Like something you can always like come back to, or is it just only like live?
I would so this is a good question, and we're about to get into the difference between the two apps. In the first app we did the boost thing. This one we're going to deal with documents. So in this one, documents are actually a thing. However,
Yeah.
the main function of this is to be live. However,
Okay.
we do understand that documents do have to be dealt with. So this is great. I'm glad you mentioned that. Can you get to the documents tab? Great. So here you can see how to deliver a document. Right in the top left, there's the class one. That's the class you'd be delivering to. Is there any other functions you'd want on delivering documents to your students?
How do you get this one to line up exactly with that down arrow?
I kind of messed that up. It should.
I
I
don't
just
know how
I
you did
just
that.
noticed that. I just noticed that. So can you figure out how to? So was there any other input you'd want there? Then I want you to send the document.
You have received is cool, sent, deliver. Message. Send heading. Drag and drop. I like that. So deliver brings you back to the same screen here.
Yeah,
Okay. So I just drag and drop it, right? And hit
yeah,
send.
yeah.
Okay.
Great.
I can go back to the screen instead of going all the way around with that back
Yeah, so
button.
that back you like though.
Yeah, you should change the name to return.
Okay, okay, gotcha.
Definitely name it return. That's very
Okay, that makes sense. Yeah.
computer lingo.
So the sending a document was good. Can you view received documents? View any received document.
Oh yeah.
All of them work.
Number 5.
Oh wait, what happened
No. I did received, and then when I click
there?
it, it brings me back there.
Try one more. Try it again. Okay, yeah, one of them was.
Okay, okay.
Fuck.
I didn't pick one.
Yeah. There we go.
Two's good. Five's probably the only one, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Try it
Yeah.
again. Try it again.
Oh
Oh.
no. Oh, what the hell happened last time then? Okay, so we're aware that every once in a while it might just skip.
Yeah, I think it does that. I think every once in
That's
a
a
while.
technical error
Yeah,
unbeknownst to
I
us.
think it is. I've noticed that throughout my time making this.
Okay.
Yeah,
That's a zoom error. That's on that.
yeah.
Okay. So
Oh,
yeah,
so yeah, you can see a
this is like the medical clearance or whatever,
yeah,
quest or something.
exactly. Okay, can you go view a sent document? Realize you meant to view a received document. Yeah, so view a sent document.
Okay.
Beautiful. Now go back and
I'd
view it.
hit the return button
Yeah,
here instead of back, and then I go to
and then
received.
you can see received. Beautiful.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Okay,
Okay.
so that would be the document system. Just those three things. How do you like that?
I like that. I think it's more important for someone that's more like doing like medical, like rehab type classes, as
Sure,
opposed to like just like cardio or boxing or something.
sure. Yeah, I agree. I agree.
So I think that's important, more important for some people, but the people it's important for, it's like very important.
I agree. Yeah, I
You
agree.
you might even want to, even if you go with the other one, you might want to add some small function for like health documents or yeah, I don't know. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Like
yeah,
waivers, whatever it is.
yeah. So that is the conclusion of the second prototype. Do you have any thoughts about the two of them? Do you have any thoughts, closing thoughts you would like to share? Like, do you like one more than the other?
I
Is
definitely like the first one. I like the back button calling it return
okay,
because like I can go back anyways, you know what I mean, with the arrow key. You can
right,
use the arrow keys.
right.
But like return, I know like I'm going back to where I made the mistake, like right back to where I want to be, not back to like the beginning. Or
Right,
returns usually like one page.
right, right.
This drop down's okay, I guess, but I'd rather just select like teacher or student and feel like I like went in the door and not like end up back at like the select thing
gotcha,
again.
gotcha.
Feel like, yeah, I'm a teacher, I'm fucking legit. Like I'm a student, I'm in the room, I made it. You know what I mean? Don't gotta worry about it.
Right, right. No, I like that. I like that. So do you like what's the feature you see yourself using the most? Do you see yourself boosting classes or sending documents more?
Um, I would probably boost the class depending on how many other people are doing it and how popular it is. You know what I mean?
Right. Okay.
If the boosts were like, I don't know, it depends how long the boost lasts. You know what I mean? If I'm doing a class in 2 hours and like I'm a little under on my participants because the
Yeah.
first version show the participants. You know, you could see who's showing up and who checked in. You know what I mean? Maybe
Right.
like a check-in box or something. Like, yeah, I'll be there. Like
Right.
I plan to attend, and then you can see that and be like, oh, I'm a little short of my class. I want like 5, 6 more people. I'll boost for the next 2 hours before my class goes off.
Right. Yeah.
Like that might be something. I probably wouldn't be a person who like these Instagram advertisers like boost every day, like always on the top. Like I'm that fucking guy. Like I don't really like that.
Mm, mm,
I feel like that kind of like stagnates what you see on the platform.
right.
Because like
Right.
just like Facebook, like all I see is Hannah Chan, that like really like bro looking dude.
Yeah.
You probably know the one. He's got like long
Yeah.
hair. He's got a deep voice and he looks like he doesn't know what he's talking about. Him, and then there's that other guy that's like really skinny. He was always like, I just train millionaires all day, millionaire clients. I'm like, okay, well then why are you trying to sell this to me?
So here's the thing, right? Those people are basically selling you how to do online training, right? They're trying to like
Yeah,
teach
but I get the same thing on
you.
Instagram by actual trainers. You know,
Yeah.
I just don't
So,
like actually click on the trainers as often, so it doesn't like personalize those ads to me.
right.
But there's a lot of
What
those.
this is trying to do is just cut those people out.
Yeah,
You know what I mean? Just this
I
is.
hate those people so much
I
right
know,
now.
I know, I
They're
know.
preying on our industry so hard, and everything they sell is a lie. I'm like, I just mathed up what you said, and you're a billionaire? Like,
Are you sure? Are you sure? No, I
yeah.
agree.
Like, I
Um,
signed up 10, 5-digit,
yeah,
6-digit clients, and I'm like, dude, there's no way you'd be making so much money you wouldn't need
I
to
know.
sell this shit.
I know. It's crazy. It really is crazy. But it's true though that everyone does want to go online right now.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
But also true that we're really not a tech savvy industry like at all. Like we're really bad actually.
Yeah,
The average person just doesn't know how to compile that many different things together. You know.
it's that, and when you use something different than another trainer uses, and then the client has to switch over from Trainerize to NASM to, email or whatever, sometimes like the client's just like, I'll just stick with who I have, you know what I mean? Or I'll just do something else. I don't want to have to learn a whole new system, a whole new program that's confusing.
Right. Right. Right.
But
Right.
like this is so simple, you know what I mean? They wouldn't have to learn it. They just show up and you've done everything for them.
So is this an app that if it was built you could see yourself using?
Um, yeah, I'm honestly trying to stay as far away from doing like multiple person classes as I can for a little while, but I think this is the best app I've seen for it.
Yeah, right on. So would you
As
use
for the
it?
trainer's perspective, I don't know the client perspective yet, but
Would
that's like
you use
we
it?
didn't add that in.
Would you use it if it found you like one-on-one people too?
I mean, I feel like with the boost, it's kind of like it's on you. It's more than like, the app's giving you the opportunity
Right.
as opposed to like finding the opportunities is very difficult. That's really what like the struggle is for most trainers right now.
Right. I agree. I agree. I agree.
And this way, like people could show partial interest, you know what I mean? Show up once or twice and try it. And it's not like you got to like sit down with them and really sell it hard. You just send them a link, check it out.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Maybe if you could have like an observe,
Yeah.
like,
Yeah, well, that's not a bad
like
idea.
you can like for 15 minutes you get to see it, then it just boots them out. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
you get to
No,
observe
that's
like,
cool. Yeah, I like that.
and it doesn't have to be at the start. Just like any time you can just keep observe this class for 5 minutes, check out this one, be like, oh, I really like this trainer. Like I'm gonna join that class.
I like that. Yeah, I like that a
Yeah.
lot. I really do. I think that that would actually be really a great marketing.
Yeah, it's almost like a trial, but like not, you know what I mean? And no one loses anything.
Right.
And you're
Right.
not gonna sit in the whole class and get the free workout. You're just gonna get like the feeling and the vibe.
Yeah. I agree. So overall, that's good. I think you had a positive experience
I
from
think
from
your
it.
idea is very streamlined. You don't have you trim the fat already, which is good.
Yeah, man.
And the functions you're considering adding are all very like very good for it. The
Right.
only one that's weird is the document one, and that's for people who are like hardcore trainers training people who like
Right.
have
So
issues. You know what I mean? Like
documents might not even be necessary.
for some people it won't be. Like if you like we said, if you're just doing a boxing class and people at home are hitting their heavy bag, like you probably don't need that. But if you're doing some kind of like, silver shoes,
Right.
where you need to check on people, if they have arthritis or something, or that's
Right. Right.
those trainers are very legit though. They definitely like that function. They're not, it's not over their head.
Um. Yeah. 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 I mean, my thought is people might just use email anyways. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
are you going to beat email? Is the question. You know. Um. If you're not going to be just beat email, then just let them use email. That was my thought. But maybe it would be nice just to have it not mixed with the rest of your email. You know what I mean?
I mean, if you have the list of the people on the class, it's kind of nice to also like if they wanted to send it in, like the questions or the documents or whatever. There
Right.
needs to be some way to interact, maybe like a little message board for the class, like this little thing you sent me. I don't know how to get that back. That little chat box. Like
Oh
if you
yeah,
had
yeah,
something like that just on the side, like comments about the class that could just leave up. People like, oh, I kicked my ass today, love this class, and it
yeah,
just
yeah,
stays
yeah,
up. You know what I mean? Like reviews or something, like a little feedback box.
right, 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 right. Cool.
You know what I mean? Someone can bang in and be like, oh, I hate these or I love these. You know what I mean? Like burpees, like fuck burpees. Like, don't worry, man.
Right, 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 right. Well, I really appreciate your time, Corey.
Yeah, I'm excited to see the
It's,
next rendition when you get some student stuff
can
on
I
there.
can I bring you back in for the next round? Because I think after this, it gets to now we got to make it look really nice. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
And I would love to bring you back in at that point and see what you think.
yeah, definitely. I mean, I'm good with all the like the functions and intuitive stuff. That's what I'm kind of good at. As far
Sure.
as looks, I don't have the eye for
Yeah,
it, but
I'm definitely more on the function side than I am the graphic side. So that's going to be a challenge. But honestly, it doesn't really. I don't think it needs to be
the
that.
more simple it is, the better. It just
Yeah,
needs to look somehow like smooth. You know
yeah,
what I mean? It just needs to look smooth, not so sharp.
I agree. I agree. What am I?
That's something we could ask Hussein or something about too. You know what I mean? Someone who like is
Sure,
really into programming apps. Like, what should this look like? What's the
sure,
modern app look?
sure. Yeah. What's hot right
Yeah,
now? Great. Well,
but
Corey,
I think it has a
really,
lot of potential.
yeah, I appreciate that. I appreciate that. I'm hoping to take it to the next step and see how far I can go.
I
But
mean, I think you should just start at working with your boxing classes. You know what I mean? Not even have people like really showing up, but just like stream one, see how it works, have someone
yeah,
check in under student.
yeah, yeah, yeah,
Even
yeah.
if we're at your house at the time, just do it anyways to see if there's any hangups.
Right, because it'd be cool to teach on Iteach, but it's weird to teach on like Facebook Live.
It really sucks.
It's really rough, dude. I've tried it. It's not easy.
No.
You're competing with the rest of Facebook.
Yeah.
Not
And
a
people get distracted when they get on there. You know what I mean? Then they get messages because they're like online and
Absolutely, absolutely. Well, I think that concludes the testing.
excellent.
Um, Corey, I really appreciate this, and I'll look forward to showing you the next version. Nice screen there.
Oh, I know. It's so big, right?
Yo, after COVID's kind of wrapped up, we should definitely hit an arcade, a classic, really nice arcade.
We should do what?
We should go to an arcade.
Oh, I love arcades, dude. I
Uh,
spent so much money.
I would love to go to an arcade and just
I
wow.
had the high score on one of the games at the beach for the longest time at
There
Hampton.
you go. There you
It
go.
was like 2 years, but like I sat there and I spent like probably like $15. You know what I mean? Like extra life, keep going.
There you go. All right, man. I'm gonna end this video, so I will catch you later, man. Much appreciated.